Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be featuring amber prominent fragrances, and that includes fragrances with the note of benzoin, labdanum, amberwood. We're getting all the warm resinous vibes today. So the first one I have here is from Welton, London. This is Secret Amber, the EDP version. This is a beautiful elevated, sophisticated amber, vanilla, sandalwood musk. I love that this has a very polished feel to it, but it equally feels very cozy and comforting. Like I can get dressed up and this would be a very appropriate fragrance to wear for a night out or something more sophisticated. But it's also a scent I love wearing to bed, cuddling up on the couch, wearing something cozy and fluffy. Get a girl who can do both. And a woody amber vanilla combo is not unique to the market, but I think this fragrance is quite unique. It's not a challenging scent, it's not difficult to understand, but it is a different interpretation to these notes. This does not use a gourmand vanilla, so if you're someone who's not looking for something sweet in that regard, you don't have to worry about that with Secret Amber, but it just adds a beautiful soft, cozy cloak, if you will, to the scent. The sandalwood is very creamy. There are some floral notes listed in this one. Personally, I smell practically none of that. It is like a drop in the bucket compared to the other notes going on. It's like distant, creamy petals in there. And I get all day wear with a moderate projection. If you do love a floral amber, I think Rouge Malachite from Armani Prive is one of the best. It is screaming bridal. Lady in white, a vision. She is elegance, she is grace. This is easily my number one top favorite tuberose fragrance. If tuberose is a tricky note for you, I would encourage you to just sample it and give it a try regardless, because it's a trickier note for me. It can be very hit or miss, and this has a triple dose of it. It's in the top, mid, and base, but it is so smooth, so refined, and I think that the amber, pink pepper, sage, and cashmerean really elevate this scent and like bring it to that top level. The sage and pink pepper bring in a unique quality for sure, and it's just very smooth. There's benzoin listed, and that's gotta be my number one favorite, like ambery note, because it's softer, it's smooth, has a powdery feel, and naturally has like a vanilla undertone to it. So it's just a very likable ambery note. Definitely a highly complimented perfume, and I get all day wear with a strong projection. Next up, Grand Soir from MFK. Every time I pick up this scent or I think of it, I'm like, that's the king of amber. This is a part of my boyfriend's collection. He loves reaching for this in fall and winter. I love smelling it on him. Both men and women absolutely love this and wear it. I know there are plenty of women who rock the hell out of this. For my own tastes, it leans just a little bit more masculine than what I feel like suits me, but it is fantastic. And I can layer with this, like you can easily layer with this as well. Simpler note breakdown, not too many notes going on, but man, it smells rich. It smells so high quality. It's an absolute amber bomb. So if you are looking for something that's just fully giving amber, you're not wanting too much of this, too much of that, you're like, just give it to me amber, then I would really recommend checking this out. It's amber, benzoin, labdanum. It has a bit of a aromatic quality coming through from lavender, and then it has a cozy, soft, inviting sweetness from the tonka bean and vanilla without this smelling edible or too sweet by any means. There's a pinch of cinnamon in the mix, so all of these notes combined just really scream fall, winter weather, and to me just smells like a very, very polished, handsome gentleman. Performance is really good. All day wear, strong projection. Then we have Ruby and Vanilla Intense from EBK. This has ambergris listed, but to me, that note smells like your traditional amber in here. I believe this perfume was inspired by the imagery of going to an opera house, and the carpets are this deep red velvet color. So it has actually a velvet note listed. I can't say I have the gift of being able to blindly smell a fabric in front of me and be able to determine what fabric that is. It's more so giving you the feeling. I think textural qualities and describing those are really helpful when picturing how a perfume might smell or the feelings that it gives off. So you have like creamy, sharp, or in this case, velvety. It smells very opulent. It definitely has a rich profile to it. It's a beautiful combo of amber, patchouli, vanilla, gaiac wood, and orange. I find that mandarin orange note gives this fragrance its unique little pop, this kind of juicy, sparkling character. And I get great performance out of this all day wear, strong projection. This was one of my best blind buys of the year, if not like one of my best blind buys period. This is Le Bois de Vanille. This retails for around $80 and it smells like an extremely luxurious experience. And it has just been an absolute standout favorite of mine. I'm truly shocked by how well done this is. This makes me think of a summer night. You're going somewhere special. We got a special event going on. You are dressed to the nines. It's giving me summer nights because we have solar notes listed, coconut, so it gives you that summery feel. But this can really be worn year round. It's a very versatile scent because there's also amber and vanilla, bringing in warmth that will still make it work in the cooler months. It's such a joyful scent, and all of these notes are so smooth. The amber is not a harsh amber. The coconut is not giving any sort of like sun product. The vanilla doesn't steer this into the too sweet direction. It's just beautifully balanced, and I get about 6 hours with moderate projection. You are going to see a lot of amber vanilla combos in this video. One, because vanilla is my favorite note, and two, it's a very popular note combination because they go so well together. But I do have a really good mix of different types of vanillas. Like I have your amber vanillas that will give you the gourmand and the sweet, and then I have the amber vanillas that are the opposite. But here's your sugary sweet vanilla. Vanilla 28, Kayali. I'll never stop recommending this. It's one of my favorites. I'm a vanilla lover at my core, and how Kayali has done vanilla is one of my favorites. Kayali, Guerlain, and Giardini di Toscana those are the houses of my favorite vanillas. Anyway, this is a delightful, very warm, like caramelized brown sugar vanilla with tonka bean. It makes my mouth water every time I smell this. Like every time I wear it, I'm like, no one can smell better than me right now. So addicting. But what I love about this is that it's not just a sugary, sweet, warm vanilla. The amberwood brings in this sexy, like grown character. I love the richness that note brings in to this scent, and that becomes more prominent, it becomes deeper, more powerful, all the things as your juice sits, gets darker, matures, and I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. Then we have Acro Glow. This would be the perfume that I would recommend to those of you who are starting out with amber. You want an amber prominent forward scent, but you want an easy to like place to start, an amber that feels soft and cozy, approachable. This is it. There's not too much going on, so it's not overwhelming or too busy, but it's a beautiful, powdery, cozy, cocooning amber, vanilla, incense, pink pepper perfume. And in terms of that incense note, it doesn't go into the smoky direction, so you don't have to be wary of that. It's a nice softly sweet incense. You do have to be down with a bit of a powdery vibe from the benzoin, but yeah, it's lovely. Perfect amount of a soft sweetness, and I'm really looking forward to wearing this more this fall because this is a newer scent to my collection, and I get about 5 hours with a moderate projection. Now, if you don't want a tame scent, I can absolutely help you with that as well. Then I would recommend Memories Gold from Supers. This is potent, to say the least. She's the strongest one here. This is very much so an amber prominent fragrance, but it also has deep gourmand notes of honey, tonka bean, caramel, and vanilla. This is not like your sugar bomb perfume. It is sweet, but it's a rich, heavy sweetness and something to whip out on like the coldest days because it'll cut through that weather no problem. All day wear, strong projection. This is a love of my life, Guerlain Spiritueuse Double Vanille. In my opinion, there is no better vanilla, benzoin, boozy, incense perfume. It's truly the creme de la creme to me. I know it's been around for a while and it's not like a unique answer, but it's just my fact, my reality. The vanilla in here smells like such ridiculously high quality vanilla from the finest vanilla pods. Has a very raw, natural smell to it, and I adore it. It has a smooth booziness, and the benzoin in here is also just absolute top notch. Easy to like, incredibly crowd pleasing perfume. Like people who normally don't compliment me on my perfumes, like they want to be a bit stubborn. They will say something about her. This is also another incense note that does not smell smoky to me. Softly sweetened, and then there's some pink pepper in the mix, a light amount of cedar grounding it. I think it's spectacular, and it's something I will always repurchase. I get about 7 hours with moderate projection. From our beloved Sharita, made in collaboration with Navitus, Mani Casanade. This is vanilla ice cream, toffee, brown sugar, and that toffee and brown sugar definitely has a caramelized texture feel to it. So it's gourmand, but it's also heavily ambery to me. It has white amber and amber wood listed, and that definitely gives this fragrance a roasted, toasted quality. Little bit of a smokiness in there. So if you like that idea of caramelized toffee mixed in with a vanilla ice cream, but then you're getting like a definite roasted, woody presence, warm amber, then this is it. And the performance is real good. I get all day wear with a strong projection. I think this is one of the sexiest in the lineup. Rosendo Matu number 5. She grabs attention like nobody's business. This is not your traditional amber fragrance. To me, it comes off more like a white amber. There's a sensual musk listed, very sexy. A prominent vanilla, but it comes across soft, cloud-like, and it's also a saffron bomb. So you do have to love saffron to love number 5. Number 5 has a very specific DNA. It's quite famous in the niche fragrance community. It's a polarizing scent. People feel very strongly about it one way or the other, but if you haven't tried it already and these notes interest you, I definitely think it's something to sample. I've described it a couple times like smelling like a dark pixie dust. It has this mystical, magical, trailing quality, and I get all day wear with strong projection. Another Guerlain, this is Cuir Beluga. It is one of my absolute standout favorites from the house. I of course love all of my perfumes, but as you know, we get into these phases where we're specifically craving certain scents and we're like honed in having a love affair with like a certain profile. I'm in it right now with Cuir Beluga. I cannot get enough of it. I want to wear it to bed. I want to wear it day to day. Like, I have to refrain from constantly wearing it. I think it's impeccable. It's one of my smoothest perfumes, and this is vanilla, suede, and amber. It's powdery, very, very elegant, sophisticated, timeless perfume. The suede is so buttery soft. It's not a challenging or polarizing suede note. The amber note smells more like a benzoin to me personally because of how smooth it is. I think if you enjoy powdery scents, you like a non-gourmand vanilla, soft, smooth amber suede, like this is a shoo-in. And I get about 7 hours with an intimate projection. Nishane Ani is one I would recommend to those of you who love warm, spicy, vanilla, of course, ambery. You like a green quality in the mix as well. I think this is so good. It's one of the first niche fragrances that I sampled, and I thought it was fantastic from the start, but I felt like at first I was like, this is so powerful, and I didn't know if it like quite felt like me at first, but I loved how it smelled. It's very much so me now, but it is a polarizing scent. Some have a harder time with specifically Ani's opening because it has green notes listed, the ginger. So it's not for everyone, but personally, I think that those notes complement this profile so well. So if you like a zestiness, a punch, a spice, it's also a cardamom bomb, then I would sample it. And that sample will go a long way. It's a powerful scent. I get all day wear, strong projection. It's quite a complimented fragrance of mine. A lot of people love smelling this on me, and as this dries down, it just gets even more ambery from the benzoin. It has some patchouli in the mix, smooth wood, really great, rich smelling unisex scent. And then the last one I have here is from Byredo, Vanille Antique. This is a perfume that smells like an aged vanilla, amber, wooden barrels. It's boozy. It's got a deep plum in the mix. It makes me think of a grand old library in a mansion that's been in this family for generations. Just very, very wealthy family. And I get all day wear with strong projection. And that completes my list for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.